Warm welcome to everyone here as we gather around for session 11 of the Shrouded Shore. I'm Amelie, Dragon Mom, and Dungeon Master for today's session, and with me are Cross as,
Justicia!
Draken as,
Maker.
Vertizen as,
Grim.
and Yulia as.
Relief driver.
And would anybody like to give me a summary of last session, short as it was?
I can do it, I guess.
Go ahead.
Well, I kind of wanted to do it.
Go
I
ahead.
had something written
Do
down.
you have a script? So sure, go ahead.
Okay. So, last time on the Shrouded Shore, the last session was a circus, and we were the clowns. Attacked by several forms of dangerous fauna. The team met their match. However, due to clerical issues on Crom's part, he did not do as much damage as he should have, while taking as much damage as was proper for his level, and took as much and went down in the first couple of rounds. Quickly saved by Justicia, she immediately met her end by uh, by a vicious ground-dwelling lizard before exploding in the lizard's face like some sort of bearded lizard, and their uh, blood blood coming out of their eyes defense mechanism, except it was her entire body. Maker quickly lost all implements for fighting after his giant crab also
Lost.
went down. Crustacean. And he was left with the only thing that he could do, glare ominously at the enemy, which does a couple of points of fire damage because it's a laser. And then Bayleaf was there too. She did the most because she had a gun. But
Be ready to meet God.
she, some reason, though, her voice was very raspy, and we do not know the reason for that.
Raspy? It wasn't raspy. She sounded fine.
Now we reach the cusp of the Tomb of Nessus, where its ethereal sights have left the team in awe. What mysteries await our heroes? What dangers will they face this time on the Shrouded Shore?
All right.
Honk.
What? Tekken, what? No. Okay.
Wow, he said they're clowns.
Yeah. Anyway, I appreciate the concision and honesty of that recap. Have a hero point, Crom. Be the hero that you always knew you could be.
But weren't last session.
And with that, you break camp with the rising sun, feeling rested after your journey through the perils of the jungle, invigorated even. Thin clouds trace across the sky, and the morning light pours rose gold and gentle over the mountains, catching the vast crystalline edifice of the Tomb of Nessus in the morning light. Its spires and arches and impossible planes, its glittering facets casting light in every color before fading down to a blue-green core. There is running water from the mountains, cascading and collecting in clear pools, safe and sweet. It is difficult to imagine violence being done here, for all that the way that the temple is carved from the cliff face is violent in and of itself. The path winds down, inward, forward, into a crystalline maze. this is your last chance to prepare. What are you all doing this morning?
He's gonna wake up. Like, Prod feels better. I think I swallowed a bug or something. Right. Reasonable. There are a lot of bugs here. Bayleaf is she's just gonna spend some time gazing at the wonders.
Estitia has no time to gaze at the wonders. She's too busy taking samples and measuring magical outputs and checking to see what the crystals taste like. She's doing the whole gamut of scientific research on the area and just barely got enough sleep last night.
In a rare moment of something, Maker is actually working alongside the Stisha and not complaining too much. Although he does look at her askance when she starts licking rocks.
For once, they're of one mind, and it's the best they've cooperated since meeting each other. Actually talking, exchanging theories, and only minor insults.
Could you give me an Arcana check from either one of you, assisted by the other?
I am gonna do Arcana because
Let's
that's my
let-
skill.
Let's let this Stisha have the primary here.
All right.
Very good.
And regret immediately. Instant regret.
Oh, is it regret? You aided me wonderfully. You're a great nurse.
All right, so you find that the energy accumulating here, what you've drawn from it has already started to like replenish in your surroundings. You suspect that this place is like fully renewable, although it at the rate it's going, it probably takes weeks for it to like properly finish like rejuvenating just like this like passive ambient power that you drew on.
Oh, can I ask a question?
Yes, go ahead.
What is like the in-universe methods of this crafting we've done? Like, what exactly did we do?
What you have done is this is something anyone who has used any kind of soul magic at all, it has some proficiency in this, is in the same way that you draw an energy from within yourself or from the environment if you're a druid or from your god if you're a cleric. There's energy just like floating around, so easy to pick up and manipulate that it's basically like free floating mana that like the tiniest bit of training will let you manipulate. So you're just like putting it
a lot
into
of us had
items.
no training.
Yeah. The Stisha knows how to handle it. Maker has some training in this. Crom and Destisha are handling most of it because the Crom knows how to make magic items, which means he has this training, and Destisha is a caster, which means she has this training.
Okay, so it's not a matter of praying over a weapon, it's just handing it off to the craft people.
You actually can pray. Prayer does work here. Prayer has inherently magical properties, and praying to Nessus doesn't usually do anything because, she's dead. But here, like the focused, the like mental energy of focusing on a prayer does actually provide basically the same impetus as like focusing on a spell.
Okay, that'll probably be Bailey's method then.
Mm-hmm.
Grom has basically has a blanket out in front of him, and he's been like chipping away with a small hammer and chisel pieces of the crystals around them, and he's been using his little crafting monocle to examine it and like sort them in different sizes and try writing different inscriptions into them.
This is
To see
technically
what happens.
but you are chipping pieces off of a natural temple. However, you can probably be excused for it. Your intentions are good. What you are, the it feels like crystal, but it's got a deeply unusual way in which it like cracks and shatters when you chip it off. Examining it closely, it's kind of headache inducing, the like patterns inside the rock. It feels very mathematical, but it's doesn't align with any kind of stone Crom has.
So, like, instead of like normal crystal where it would like crack off in sheets and squares and stuff, it kind of is like chaotic when it
Yeah,
you
strange
hit
angles.
it.
There's sometimes it'll be perfectly smooth, sometimes it'll be like jagged geometric edges and shapes. When you look at it up close, the like interior structure of the crystals does seem to have like patterns to it, but they are very complicated and sweeping and appear to go throughout the entire superstructure.
Fascinating. Wonder what else. The way we can create stuff so easily in this area. I wonder how else I could apply this to my other crafts.
I love it. It's so weird. Look at this. This isn't. These aren't straight lines. These crystals are made from different methods than what we find on our planet. Well, of course, that these came from, well, the sky, as far as we know. But blah 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 blah. Blah. She just starts talking and talking at a rapid pace about different types of arcane geologies and other types of soul things about soul gems and other such things that use crystals.
Maker has mostly given up on trying to interject.
Bayleaf.
He takes a breath.
Mm-hmm.
As Bayleaf is like sort of listening to all this, just kind of like taking in the sunrise, you do feel like a sense of, it's very difficult to put a finger on, but a sense of like presence. There is a sense that there are people nearby. It's something that you haven't really usually felt since being in like a crowded town, like surrounded by kind of like the bustle of a city. But it's like it's hard to shake the feeling that there's like a lot of that you're like in a crowd, that it's
The sensation of flourishing civilization.
yeah, is, it kind of engulfs you here. It's feels very much at home. Feels very much like home. You haven't been in a temple city in a while, so
She's just closing her eyes and sort of bathing in that feeling for a moment. Okay. You all good to go? Yep. Oh, yeah, yes. We have to check out more of this. Oh, right. We're here for other reasons. But oh, forget the pretense. I really want to find out what's more. What more is in there? So onwards.
She just picks up whatever stuff was on the ground, the little bits that she's been collecting, throws them in her bag, and starts walking quickly off towards the big crystalline structure in the mountain.
you move forward, assuming everyone goes with her. You
Indeed.
move into the
Yep.
heart of the impact site, footfalls ringing against the sea green crystal. In some places, the walls are smooth, in others, covered in irregular facets. There are frequent outcroppings of the stuff, emitting a soft glow. Here and there, great gouges in the stone, evidence of mighty blows or fierce blasts. The sunlight quickly fades behind you, leaving you with only the shimmering, steady earthlight as your guide. With your surroundings bathed in blue-green and an ever-downward slope, you cannot shake the feeling that you are sinking. It might be a minute of walking, or an hour, it's hard to be sure. Time here feels slippery, as if you're in the orbit of something for which it was only ever a suggestion. Periodically, you swear you hear a murmured voice, a questioning tone, a bubbly laugh, an exasperated sigh, never words, only sounds. On occasion, a path branches from the main, but you feel in your gut that finding your way back would not be a simple thing. Some are broad and chasm-like, great rifts that stretch beyond your sight. Others, narrow tunnels that vanish into winding darkness before your eyes. Onward, downward. As you walk, do you take anything in? Do you want to investigate anything?
Very much Justicia's eyes are peeled. It's hard to say that if she's been blinking in the past few hours, and it's taking a lot of effort for her to um stop to keep herself from stopping to look at more things, to collect more things. She wants to get into the center, but she also wants to touch everything.
Maker has mostly been taken. Maker has mostly been looking around and examining the materials, but his scowl is getting much deeper as we walk and as we listen to these sounds.
His
I think-
scowl?
Yeah, you don't scout, do you?
He can scowl despite not having a face.
Please
It's
describe
more
what
of a
that
feeling.
looks like. It's just a vibe.
You just do a
just a
grumpy
vibe.
posture.
His eye, like, dents
There
in
is
the
just,
center.
there is just steam coming off of his eye, more and more.
I think Bailey isn't actually looking around all that much. She's not like, she's not doing the I'm keeping an eye out for things, I'm any of that. She's more keeping herself open in a sort of mental, spiritual sense. This is a religious experience for her.
Mm-hmm.
Less of her normal paranoia and
Yeah.
more comfort.
She's actually very quiet for Bailey.
Crom has been investigating the walls and the mixture of. Oh, I hear myself. Who am I coming through? Oh, it stopped.
Oh, it's
No,
tracking.
what?
It's tracking.
That was me humming.
Ah, gotcha.
Or is it coming out of my sound? Of my
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's bleed through on your end.
Always tracking.
One moment. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Voice and video. Some accessibility and lower volume because Word is extremely loud for me as well. So there we go.
Yeah, I had to turn
Me
them
too.
down today as well. So, okay. Continue, Crom.
He's writing stuff down in a notebook. He has it peeled open and writing it down. He's trying to keenly listen to the sounds, trying to make out what they if he can discern anything from it, and he kind of like has a tally of what type of sounds he keeps hearing, and periodically he smells the air to see if anything changes, and he has scent if that
In terms of sound,
comes up.
the thing that stands out most is actually Justicia's footsteps. Every step she takes is tinking against the crystal, but rather than being a steady tink tink tink, there's a change in pitch as she walks of highs and lows. It's almost like there's a little song It kind of doesn't go anywhere, but it goes up and down and sort of ambles in circles and keeps pace with the rest of your walking. The air smells rich and earthy. You can smell water, although you feel like you've left the running water and the pools of it far above. There's none visible nearby, but there's like the scent of the ocean, of lakes, of streams, a lot of things blending together, like vague concepts, like in the way that like a smell will evoke a memory or a feeling. You're having images brought to mind, even though you can't quite place what the actual like odor is that is in your nostrils. Like it's like you're getting the sensation of remembering something from a smell, but you can't place the smell itself. Onward and downward, and eventually the tunnel falls away. The room before you isn't particularly large, but it feels vast beyond its physical space. A cathedral of lights, palely shining stones in the ceiling and walls, painting constellations around and above, as if you've stepped out into the night sky. The ground is even polished to a mere sheen, and before you, it is impossible to make sense of its shape. Like the tomb of Nessus itself, it is a latticed construct of stone, but its strange angles and planes seem to vanish and warp as you shift your position even slightly. A geometry beholden beyond the physical world, impossible to fully render. It is beautiful and unsettling in equal measure, folding in upon itself in a way that feels as if it was grown from mathematical laws in the way a flower grows from a seed. It resists comprehension, and yet somehow, on an instinctual level, you understand that this is a corpse. There is a black spike through the entity's center, cutting through the otherworldly arcs with brutal and earthly simplicity. It hangs there embedded deeply, a spear or perhaps a glaive, with a faint suggestion of a handle where it might be gripped. The air is silent.
Is this we find? Oh,
Justicia, for the first time, is kind of slowed down her talking as her eyes grow wide at the sight.
Crom snaps his notebook closed. So, is this what a god looks like? He puts the book back into his one of his belt pouches and walks forward.
oh no, you don't. I touch it first. We have to be, can't be too hasty. This hasn't seen.
Can't be too hasty as you run forward.
Well, I'm just excited. You are too big. You might break something.
Emmeline, how big is that glaive-like structure?
The thing that's rammed into its heart,
Mm-hmm.
it's a big spear. It would maybe something like, if it is like a glaive, if it is a spear, then someone about Crom's size could probably carry it more or less comfortably. It's a little big for him, but it's maybe
So
So large mortal scale.
yeah, large mortal scale.
I was going to assume huge size. But
Yeah, it's
no.
more like on the high end of large. It's huge size. It's like you could see a large person wielding it, but not comfortably. It's
Fair enough.
in the same way that you can see like a human can wield. You could see a human wielding like a great sword or something, but it's clearly a bit of a large weapon.
Don't want to make any assumptions, but I think we found Nessus.
She continues to move forward, enraptured.
So they stabbed her with some sort of, I don't know.
Polearm is the weapon. The word is polearm.
They left it in place.
I
Did
did
they
not hear
leave
what
it like?
I didn't hear what you said, Bayleaf.
And they left it in place.
Yeah. Was as like, I wonder if they left it like the stone in back in Thorthowil as a lesson, or they couldn't pull it out.
But it needs to be there for her to lay unwaking.
What's that noise?
That is a plane flying overhead.
Ah, okay.
Ah,
This-
shit, they
this
found us,
figure-
guys.
I'm sorry that they're coming.
Oh no, the choppers of Eridan.
You can't kill a god.
Oh no, it looks pretty dead to me.
I wonder if they experience death different than us. I wonder if she is dead, but there needs to be something to keep her dead? Or did they...
Leaf, who has no concepts of cursed items, is going to march up and see if she can reach that thing.
Are you touching the crystals? Are you touching Nessus herself at all, or are you touching only the heft of the thing? It is reachable from the ground.
I imagine, yeah, she's probably not going to be able to resist like brushing a finger, a hand across the crystalline structure first.
It's strange to run your hands over it. The physical sensation is very unusual. The way it doesn't conform to like the physical structure you're seeing in a clean way. But it is inert. Ultimately, it's not that different from the ground or the walls here. You
Of the ground and the walls. Maker is going to be examining the room itself because of prison.
give me a perception check. Anyone can give me a perception check except for Bayleaf. Because she is
Focused.
focused.
Let's do the usual construct perception because it's better. Where's my
Oh.
constructor on the map?
I keep forgetting to put it on the map.
He's hidden.
Oh no, it's going to appear again.
It's so stealthy.
Here we go.
It is the stealthiest member of the party.
Is it? No, that's got to be Bayleaf.
I think they have the same stealth actually.
I hate that that's true.
I have a 13.
Okay, you're better.
So, you guys are looking around. But Bayleaf, you wrap your hand around the handle of this thing. And it feels, after all this, it is a very familiar sensation. You feel like a proper leather grip under your fingers. There's like a sensation of there's metal here. This is very much something of this world.
It's probably quite surprising because you'd expect something to be a magical thing to take down a god, and it's awfully mundane to touch.
It's very mundane to touch. You're not sure what, like, there, beyond the handle, there is this straight ebon shaft. It's pitch black. And that, you're not sure what that is. You don't recognize it. But the part that you're clearly meant to hold it with is that is of this world at the very least. You can't pull it. It is affixed in place. It appears to be like solidly attached to the rest of the spear, however. Does she touch the shaft of the thing?
Yeah, she probably does in her attempts to, like, reach around, try and feel if there's, like, any...
You take one...
yeah.
You take 1 point of just negative damage, and your hand passes through it. There is no matter there.
Whoa. That's
She starts examining that blade.
that's whoa. So this is not metal? What is this?
Does
Crom
this?
does the same. Interesting. How did they make this?
You mean you touch it?
No, he gets up
Everyone
close.
touches it. Everyone's got to take 1 negative energy damage.
What
Stishi
is the
does, though.
sensation of the hand
Make-
passing through it?
Maker is
It
going to
is-
do the smart thing, and he's going to cast Heat Aura on the item.
There is no sensation. It is like waving your hand through air. You just feel a little bit less alive after doing so.
Okay.
Stishi does it too, because she wants to know.
It's the same for Destitia. You can take more negative
Wow.
energy damage if you want. You can just leave your hand in there, and
No,
you will continue to take
just
negative energy damage.
Licks it. No, she just takes the 1 point of damage. Just a quick swift through it.
Yeah, like I said, Maker is going to examine the magic remotely.
It is necromancy, overwhelmingly, but also conjuration and a bit of evocation.
Can you pull this? The solid stuck.
I do not believe so. It's not actually a substantial object. It is more of a spell effect than anything.
Well, we can still try. Crom, grab the handle.
I'm
I want this.
not want to do that.
I'll grab the handle.
I don't.
Very well. If it will shut you up, Maker sends the lobster into to pull.
Give me an
No.
athletics check from if
No.
someone is.
Crom puts his hand in front. This is what's if anything, this is what's keeping this god dead. I don't think it would be a good idea to reawaken it.
No?
What-
You're not
what
at
is-
least a little curious?
That's why I'm. No, we gotta.
I do not believe this will work, and that's the only reason I'm even trying. Because I agree with you that the world would be better off without those things. This one is at least somewhat more agreeable than the ones in the mainland. So
Have you
worst
ever
case
looked into
scenario,
it?
we can just drive it back in.
We only come here to loot.
There's
I
absolutely
think-
no budging of the weapon.
I
Well then,
It doesn't respond even the slightest to the attempt to pull it out.
Darn.
I
we
didn't come.
tried.
I didn't come here to loot. I came here to find out how they killed a god. So that
I
way
must
we could
admit,
bring
I
this
have
to
come here more. I am interested in the methods myself, but I was more interested in checking out the entity.
She's looking at Crom with a little bit of a betrayed look.
Anyway, while Bailiff and Kron share a moment, Maker is going to examine Nezus itself.
And Destitia,
Yes.
something catches your eye. It's something that is actually near to Bayleaf herself, or where she was a moment ago, kind of nestled at the base of Nessus. There is a small box, sort of like amid the stones, dark wood, lightly trimmed with silver. It draws your attention, seeming to almost melt out of thin air, as if pulling you in with magic that a mere moment ago had been veiling it from your sight. There is a small latch on the front, but no visible lock.
She ducks under the negative energy blade and goes over to look at it.
Hey. I found something. There's a box. Box.
She goes down, crouches down, examines it a little bit, pokes it with one of her fingers. Checks to see if she takes damage from it.
She does not take negative energy damage from poking the small box.
She dusts it up, off a little bit and picks it up. Turns around and shows the rest of them.
Not really sure what this is, but nothing ventured,
It's
nothing
a
gained.
box.
Yes, Maker, it's a box. But there are many types of boxes, Maker.
She opens the box.
And Crom, you said you were examining Nessus further?
I was
Uh,
trying to
Maker
stop.
was. I think Maker was examining Nessus. Prom was just focusing on the weapon, I believe.
What?
I was
What is Maker trying to find? What do you want answered?
Maker is trying to Maker is trying to define more what it is, like what it's made of, how it works, everything. He wants details on what it is.
Give me. Give me a knowledge check, and the knowledge you choose will determine what kind of information you get out of it. Like, do you take an engineering approach? Do you take an arcana approach?
I'm going to go out of left field.
It's rock.
God damn it!
That feels like a bad choice.
Not your area of expertise.
I'm going to try to understand it from my baking knowledge. Why didn't it work?
That was just a nature check. It wasn't that awesome.
Maker has never seen something more like confusing.
1 second. It's a 1 on a knowledge check. It's our job to come up with what he sees.
Go ahead.
So, it reminds you of a type of cheese that you've seen in Lakmara. The ways
I want
the
to say,
air-
I want to say, cheese does not fall under the umbrella of nature.
It doesn't.
Oh yeah, but it reminds you of cheese, definitely. Cheese is made from like bacteria and milk. Of course it's made from nature. It reminds you of cheese. It has to be cheese at this point. You're not sure what cheese is doing down here, or why
What
it
you're
reminds you
actually-
of cheese.
Look,
What
Maker.
you're actually telling me is that it's rotting.
It could be. It gives you thoughts of it, but cheese just kind of fills your head.
Fascinating. So, Maker knows enough to know that his first impulse is probably just like bullshit. But he's not getting anything useful out of this check. However, as you open the box you've picked up, it contains a very, very simple magical device. There's like a little turning dial here. It is an arcane turnkey. This is a recording device. It's functionally a cantrip to operate. Anyone who has access to like either a magical item to charge it from, it uses like a negligible amount of power, or can cast a cantrip themselves, can charge it up and play back a message from it, or music or whatever. They're quite common in Eridan.
Ooh, music box. Recording box. That's the type of box this is, Maker. A recording box.
I am familiar.
Well, you didn't know it was a box before. So, anyway, let's see. What does this have in store?
She goes around looking for the on switch.
Takes his eyes away from Bayleaf to look at the box Justicia has.
Do you
Oh,
charge it?
okay.
Justicia can activate it because she knows spells.
Going to charge it and activate it.
It whines for a brief moment before you hear a voice. A very tired voice, full of pain and sadness, but not defeat, not quite. A man's voice, you think, though you cannot be certain. This is the final record of Clan Volantilus. If you are listening, you are either an agent of the Senate who has broken through my veil, or a child of a future I will never see. pray it is the latter, but for now, this is all I can leave you. There is precious little time. If I could, I would answer your every question. I would bequeath to you children our notebooks, our theories, our logs. But they would have seized such things, and as I stand, those I love most in this world are shedding blood to buy me a few precious minutes to leave this. Clan Volantilus, a fool's errand from the very inception. Over a century ago now, I think. I think I may be one of the last survivors of our original group. We felt a rot in the heart of Erludan. Kaelis had fallen recently, but we knew it would not be the last territory to collapse to the Senate's ambitions. We thought at first, at least, that we could cure it. It was some strange alien force twisting our people to darkness. I think now the truth is more complicated. We had a sage from Magari, a smith from Gyoza, weary of the war, many others, dear friends. Coward that I am, it may be only here that I admit it, in the end. But Ardis was beyond our reach, and so we traveled here to Patu. We wanted to understand. Our guides brought us here. They helped us listen, and we helped them record, and they helped their people find something I fear we on the mainland may have already missed our chance to attain. A sort of harmony. I do not believe that this goddess is malevolent. I am not sure any of them are, but they are terribly dangerous. Again and again, Nessus has attempted to describe herself as a song without instruments fall into a world of instruments without a song. It was always music, ever since. She always described herself with... There's a pause and you hear distant clamor. Ruination! Not enough time. For so many years we have been trying to teach Nessus how to speak to us, trying to understand this creature from the sky. Years, decades, generations for my shorter-lived peers, and now we have minutes. So be it. Embedded in this box is a set of coordinates and instructions for a rite of unveiling. This is all we can offer. Our final safe house and our greatest triumph. A shard of a shard of a shard, but one containing the pattern of the music of Nessus, freely given. What will remain of her? All that will remain of her should our fears come to pass. Find her. If we have accomplished what we hoped, she should be able to guide you through what must be done. I pray she has learned as much from us as we have from her. Find our writings. We've hidden many in Uwami. Our allies among the priesthood there will keep them as safe as any could hope. These last few steps, however painful they may be, must not be forsaken. Children of the future, Clan Volantilus passes this burden to you now, along with hope, perhaps the very last of it. This is the legacy we leave you. I know not who you are, but I beg of you, for the sake of all Celtis, do not let this torch we carry gut her out. It will burn bright and hot, and it may consume you as well. But there is a path, if there is a path, that is not lost in the dissonance of gods. We cannot simply seek to strike them down without understanding what they are. I have nothing left to give. I go now to die, and if I am fortunate, I will be able to do so alongside those I care about. My friends, goodbye. The etheric key slows to a halt. It begins to rewind.
Bailey just reaches her hand out towards Zishia.
Wow. Huh.
There's some legacy you accidentally picked up.
Yeah.
She closes the box.
Click.
That's a
shut.
lot. That's a lot. Huh.
She just keeps staring at the box, thinking about what she just heard, running it back in her head.
Certainly puts your choice of name in perspective.
You're gonna follow the recording of this name you've stumbled upon? Or are you like them, just interested in a weapon?
Oh no, I'm interested in all things.
She looks up her smile returning.
Well, it's as this ancient Volantia said, Volantua said, we're gonna burn. We're gonna burn with knowledge. We gotta find what's left of what they left behind, and see what this song is about.
She turns to examine Nessus a little bit more, rubbing her hands across it.
So, I think the gods are they're not malevolent. So, did they have hope for artists? Is artists the fault of Eridan, or was there something else that happened over there?
I saw a reason to try and preserve something benevolent or not. I saw some importance.
I
Yeah.
still don't trust it.
Oh, whether you trust it or not, you got what you came here for, huh?
Not quite.
He looks around, seeing if there's any loose pieces of Nessus around. It's a crystal, so
May I take a look at the box, Justicia?
she passes it over to Bayleaf as she continues to walk around Nessus.
Let's see.
Can I use an Arcana check to see if there's like any weak spots of the body of Nessus or pieces that might have fallen off?
You can try.
Well-
Perception would find any pieces that have fallen off. You don't see any.
Perception.
Yeah, you still don't see any.
How?
Bailiff's going to look for these coordinates that the message mentioned.
There are like little sections of the box that you can manipulate to pop up little compartments and what have you, and you do see some dials that appear to be reporting coordinates. You don't know off the top of your head without looking at a map what these correspond to, but they're somewhere in southern Partu. A survival check might be able to pin them down.
We all know who has the survival check in this
The
party.
lobster's not making the check for the coordinates.
Bailiff will try and do survival.
Unless that lobster can explain to me the
I will use my
thesis
hero point.
explain a thesis to me on why it can know survival, then it can't make that kind of roll.
It has a map built. It has a world map built in.
Didn't tell me that.
But yeah, Bayleaf, it's an island off the southern coast of Partu. It's not one that, as far as Bayleaf knows, has any settlement on it. It's not that far from where you were shipwrecked, actually. Just on the other side of the water.
Okay, she'll nod a bit and look at this and go, mind if I keep this in my pack?
Go right ahead.
She doesn't even look over at Bayleaf, still kind of prodding and testing the body of Nessus, see if there's any like weak points, things that might come off if she pulls too hard.
You could just hit it, but if you don't, it's extremely difficult to like parse this like you would a normal piece of material.
Okay.
That being said, you do hear behind you and above, there's a low growl in the air. And you see, if you glance back, two pale red orbs that kind of just open into view, hanging in the air, as a dry feminine voice speaks in a tone that echoes slightly around the chamber. Look at this. The vermin crawling through their deity's corpse have found something fascinating. I wonder what set them apart from the others.
Who's
Eyes
there?
narrow and peer down at you. Oh, be quiet. This is hardly the place for rigorous study. There will be time to examine them in the lab.
I'm gonna shoot at the orbs.
Fetch.
Oh,
Oh.
Maybe Cerberus is a cute little thing.
The crimson orbs
no,
widen
that's-
again as the connection apparently severs. 4 more join them, and then, with a clattering of bronze as a glyphed helmet retracts from the central head, a veil of invisibility falls away, revealing a monstrosity of dark fur, runed plates, and elemental energy seething beneath armored plating stretched over 2 thin skin. 3 canine heads glare at you, and you glimpse churning mechanisms deep within the creature's body. Heat radiates from it, even at a distance. In your
that explains what happened to the agents, I suppose.
Oh. That definitely sounded like Aridin voices. I can spot a pompous ambiguity from miles away.
No, this is no time for your sass. Just to see Cromp draws his weapon. This must. I guess this is the guard dog for this corpse. I was wondering why no one else came down here. It seemed way too easy.
Well,
She takes out her own blade.
we're gonna have to get out of here if we want to find where those coordinates go. Good luck.
As you look
I
at
am not in. Sorry.
I was simply
Go on.
saying, as you look at this creature, you know 2 things in your heart. Both of them are true. The first is that you cannot kill this thing. You just can't. This is a war machine, a toy of an immortal senator. The raw arcane power radiating from it makes your spine crawl with dread. And it's hard not to feel that victory is impossible. The second thing you know, equally true, is that you really don't have a choice here but to try. You gain 1 mythic rank and are now a rank 1 mythic hero.
What the fuck is this?
I am not familiar with this.
You have a single point of mythic power. For this battle, your hearts burn with brilliant conviction, allowing you to gain an additional point of mythic power at the start of each of your turns. It can be spent at this rank on the Mythic Surge ability, which is both in that sheet and is being added to your sheets as we speak.
Trying to where it gets out.
In the Discord.
It's in the Discord. I have
No,
linked it to you.
that I saw. I was looking at the shit.
Okay.
But with that, you have gained your mythic abilities. They are on your sheet now. And I'm going to ask for initiative.
And then you're gonna hit the DM button to roll initiative.
Oh yes, this is true. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I keep forgetting that I have this button. It's so useful, and I never.
Isn't it way less dramatic?
It
right?
is- It is way less dramatic to say I'm rolling for initiative.
Uh-huh.
I don't mind if you say, ask us for initiative and then press the button. It's far more dramatic that way.
Also,
Oh, come on, another one.
You do have a moment to, as this thing is talking and showboating a bit, you can each move up to 15 feet.
Okay.
There's bug rule cover here. I'm not in a good place.
The crystal outcroppings are big enough, like the big ones do grant cover.
Is this water or cave wall?
This is cave wall.
Okay.
Right, you can each move up to 15 feet. Someone can give me a religion check.
We'll do that just as soon as I finish reading these rules. Well, I'll do the roll now. Right here. Religion.
Is that one of us or each of us, did you say?
Any of you that want to.
Okay.
Religion. Rolling. If I failed that, I can use my reaction to use Krator's
Bayleaf succeeds.
connect study. Okay.
Bayleaf succeeds. These glowing crystals here, you feel the energy from before radiating out from them that you encountered up above. Each of them once, while you're within 5 feet of them, will double a healing effect used on you. And then it'll like tap out that crystal.
Okie dokie.
Ooh. Okay.
The ones that are glowing are the ones that still have their healing charge in them.
Okay. It's neat that they're glowing.
It is, isn't
That's a
it?
new feature.
It is. But with that, are we all ready?
Yes.
Oh, my initiative 35.
Yes, I was going to say you can spend mythic power on your initiative check.
You may as well because it regens at the beginning of your round.
But it stacks. It stacks up.
It stacks up?
While you have brilliant conviction, it stacks up.
Does that mean we could get multiple?
You cannot use it more than once on the same check.
Okay. But you could use it multiple times in a round?
You can, correct.
Okay.
And also, this thing beat you by 12, so there's no point.
Yeah, there's
boosting
no
your initiative.
Yeah.
All right. Let us begin. Cerberus opens.
Better not be a 60-foot cone.
Oh no. It's a
It's 3 60-foot cones.
it is thankfully only a 30-foot cone.
Ooh.
Phew. That misses me right.
It does miss you.
Barely.
Just.
Yeah.
Oh, good thing I moved 5 feet to the side. I was over here.
She's inside the area, but not inside the area.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'm going to need reflex saves from Crom and from the construct as it belches roaring flame across the battlefield from its central head.
Reflex.
oh, nice.
That's a success. And the construct? That was construct.
That was a construct.
That is not a success. However, it's not a critical failure either.
You think any party members has better modifiers than construct?
That's 20 damage to Crom and 10 to the construct.
Then
And then it uses Hound out of Hades.
oh no. Word of Darkness mechanic.
Oh, here we go. We're getting the Ameline dungeon mechanics.
Uh,
Cerberus prepares a brutal onslaught of leaping strikes, assessing the position of its enemies and marking the position of each of its foes. At the each of any of its target's turns this round, it will leap to the position that creature started their turn at, and will make an attack against each enemy within reach.
Just seeing the Final Fantasy red markers starting to appear.
yep.
Oh, I'm sorry, you guys.
Destisha.
Let's see. Give me a second. We are going to. I think I'm going to need to do this. Sorry, guys. I gotta get out of here. 5. 30. And. Oh. 35. And then she is going to cast haste on herself. Right?
All right.
Let's see. This. Okay, and that's her turn.
All right. It leaps through here. Crom, you actually can make an opportunity attack as it bounds over your head.
I shall do so. Two. Here we go. Strike.
That is not a hit.
You can roll an extra d6.
Oh, yeah. Can I do that?
You can if you
Use-
think that you're close enough to hitting that that'll help.
I will do eke it
Let's
out.
try. See if we can gauge out its range.
6.
No, that's not a hit.
22 or above at least.
And then it'll swing, starting against Crom. Then
Oh,
against
that misses.
Maker.
That misses.
And then against the construct.
Haha! I am blameless!
And then it is Bayleaf's turn.
Okay. I don't know if my stuff has me hidden from it or not, so I don't know if it's flat-footed. I doubt it. I'm just gonna try it and do a shooty.
Go for it.
We'll do an assisting shot. That's the wrong button. Like,
That is a hit. It is not a crit.
okay.
Ooh.
And that is some solid damage.
Boy, I'm glad we have the damage dealer known as Bayleaf on our party.
Don't want to go down there because then if it does that again, it'll. Position moves. Yeah, it's not good places to go. I'm going to do a running reload as I move. Screw it. I'm just going to back up from it.
Well, it's gonna jump at the end of your turn to right there.
Yeah. See, I was there, and I move. Let's go to that edge.
Quick question. After
Mhm.
it made those attacks, and did we establish what its reach is?
10 feet.
10 feet, yeah.
Okay.
And okay, it's running reload. So Bailey will now take a second shot. Or
That is a
22
miss.
hit. Right, I'm gonna go ahead and surge.
Go for it.
Oh, that's right. I've got to do 1d6, not just d6. 26.
Do you have, do you have any modifiers to it? Do you have a +1 because Crom attacked it even though he didn't hit?
Oh, no, Crom has to hit. Oh, actually, let me see if my assisting shot benefits myself. It'd be weird if it does, but it's the next creature other than you. So no, I have nothing.
That is a miss.
Okie dokie. I think I know what the AC is, guys. That's my turn. And the next person to hit that has a +1. Crom, you would have a +3 unless someone hits it first, then it's just +2.
Okay.
All right. It'll leap here. It crashes into the ground. Little chips of crystal fly up around it as it does so. Crom, you're up.
Okay. Crom is going. Whoops. There. It's going to move here, and then, he's going to strike it.
Go for it. It's a crit.
Way!
Hooray!
Crit by way of nat 20.
And so that makes him flat-footed, and
Damage, brother! You did damage!
Wow!
finally,
It's a momentous occasion.
The extra D12 coming through.
finally,
All right.
I'm so proud of you.
Crom, as the thing basically leaps over him, he follows in its wake and does a large swing at its side as he gets up next to it. And then he's going to follow through with another attack.
Go for it. That's a miss.
Oh, +3.
No, it would be
+3.
+2.
Oh, right. It would,
Because
but
the
that
next
was
attack.
the next attack.
Yeah, so it's. I don't think it's there. You don't have
Yeah.
a +3 to that.
Yeah.
23 misses, I believe.
Yeah,
Okay.
you could roll one of the mythic dice, but you'd need a 5 to hit.
Yeah, I'll save it.
Okay. In that case, end of your turn.
Yes.
It'll bound here. That does in fact provoke an attack of opportunity.
And swing.
He is just a spinning blade.
To have attacks of opportunity.
And Crom is 10 feet away from it, so it will swipe at him with a gruesome swipe.
What? I am still in range? Jeez. That hits.
Yes.
It's not a crit though, I assume.
No.
No.
Diagonals don't shorten.
Dang it.
You could you can use your thingy to penalize it by D4 if that would be relevant.
I'm sorry, I need to make a minor correction. The sniping duo dedication does not give the to hit; it's on the damage. You get +1 damage per damage die. Your damage would have done 2 more damage.
Okay.
Okay.
It's the assisting shot that gives the hit bonus.
Okay.
2 extra damage dealt. And with that, it leaps to its location. Maker.
Moment.
Oh.
Actually, I think Chrome is out of range.
It's corner to corner. You're measuring from center to center. It's
Okay.
he is within polearm range.
Right then.
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to see if I can use my energy beam without a penalty. But
Yeah.
I don't think I quite can, so Maker is going to overdrive. Where's the button?
I'm going to have to be more careful. And I am hurting.
That is a success. Then he's going to move. This is not the move button.
Oops.
Actually, I don't come this way.
There
Let's
we
see.
go.
I need to be. He's going to give an action to the construct. So it moves here and then gives it a slap.
Slappy time. That's a miss.
Alas, and then unlikely that I can get that to hit the 6. So then he moves 20 over here where it's going to be still in range.
Well, if you move over 5 feet, you could be behind that crystal for a little bit of cover.
You're actually
I
not in
guess.
range there.
Ah, not. Oh yeah, no, I'm looking wrong. Yeah,
Yeah, you're 15 feet away.
I can move 20. Yeah.
Oh no.
So gonna move over here,
Then
and that's all my action.
That thing will leap on the construct position as well, won't it?
No.
it won't. It's not tracking the construct. It's only got 4 jumps.
How convenient it only has 4 jumps when there's 4 PCs,
Fascinating.
Emmeline.
Fascinating. It's almost like the fight has a mechanic.
Remember, Crom, if you're going to chug a potion, do it in range of one of these crystals.
Cerberus
Can I add this?
has its turn.
Yeah, this is tough.
And it moves up. And it uses
Well, it's flat-footed
Yeah, that's just... Oh, right. With those other things.
because I crit with a sword. So it's just you remember that for
Later.
yeah. Oh, wait. Does that? Okay. Phew, I thought that missed you again.
You? Oh, I see.
It uses its silver mauve leth, breathing forth a 30-foot cone of muddling smog. Your minds feel clouded as a billowing smoke rolls over you.
Oh,
Need a
Oh,
will
no.
save.
We'll save.
Shrouded. I'm very worried about the text that suggests a stacking mechanic here.
Oh!
Oh, that's not good.
I'm going to use one of my hero points to re-roll that.
Okay. That is still a failure. It's not a critical failure, however.
That was
That's Justicia. So I can spend my one of those points on that to.
You could- Yeah, you
get
can
a-
surge it.
Yeah, you can surge it and try to fish for a 5.
Yeah. For 5, okay. Yes, I'm gonna do that.
I guess I'm going to have to do that too.
So just a D6? Yes. Nope.
Try as you
Ow.
might. You are confused for 1 minute. Which, if you're not familiar with the condition, basically means that you are flat-footed, you don't treat anyone as your ally, and they can't, or they can still treat you as their ally, and you cannot delay, ready, or use reactions, and you can only either strike or use offensive cantrips.
Oh.
If you have multiple viable targets for a cantrip, then the target is picked randomly, but you can position yourself to avoid that.
Do we get a save at the end of each of our turns to get rid of
At
it?
the end of each of your turns, you get a save, and also every time you take damage, you have a coin flip of getting rid of a DC 11 flat check.
I'll save you, Cross.
I can't delay.
And with that, it has 1 action left, and it will use a gruesome swipe on the construct.
Yeah, that's gonna hit. And I'm going to spend one of those dice to penalize that by D4 to hope it. No, I
You
can't.
don't penalize
no,
attacks. You penalize saves.
Okay.
Like it's
Fair
it's the equivalent of if you
It's
cast
self buffs.
Yeah, it's self buffs.
Yeah. Anyway, that's a crit.
Jesus.
The construct is 0.
It casually just like slams a paw down on front of the construct, and you see it just kind of like leverage its weight as like metal buckles underneath, and just with a howl just like slams its arm deep into like the guts of this thing and yanks out a bunch of wires before pivoting back to the rest of you.
Hey Chris, how far do you think
no.
this thing's programmed to chase us?
I am going to. First, since my last action was to cast a spell, I can activate my my arcane cascade, and that haste is a. What type of spell is this? This is a transmutation, so I'm going to get more piercing damage. There. Activate my stance. Piercing. My cascade is up. My move speed is now 45. And I make for the door.
Yeah.
It's been told to fetch. Ask yourself, how far will a dog run to fetch?
Let's see.
Oh, actually, you have to use all of your actions to strike or cast offensive cantrips. Or confused, right?
Or move.
Yeah,
Right?
you can move to position yourself for those things.
I am going to. Let's see. Let me just ruler.
Yeah, you can only move if you have to do so to get a target in reach.
But you don't have to move in a specific way. So you can like set up the target you want in reach and then be forced to attack it.
I would like to. Could I move up here and pass a limb through the negative energy weapon? Her mind is reeling. She needs to recenter herself, and one of the best ways to break out of fugue is pain.
I'll allow it. It's an action, though, to stick your hand in it.
Okay. She uses her haste movement to up, and just does a little bit of a jump and passes a hand through the the thing.
All right, that's an action, and it gets you a 1 point of negative energy damage
Got it.
and a DC 11 flat check.
All right. Come on.
You succeed.
Yes. Yes.
You feel a jolt back to consciousness.
All right. Let's see. 2 actions. I can either do a big strike while it's flat-footed, or poke it and run away. Because I don't want to be near it. We are going to. I think I'm going to poke it and run away. Or big damage.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to poke me, right?
Wait, that thing did 55 damage. I have 56 health.
It was a
Sounds
crit.
safe to me.
Oh, right. Yeah. So, she, instead of doing damage, she uses another action to move over here.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Crom, wake up! And kicks Crom in the leg.
You can make an attack. You do have. He is flat-footed, so
He slaps him.
I need to catch myself every time I say you have combat advantage. All these years, and it's
Yeah,
still
this
drilled
is
into
just-
my brain.
This teacher really needs to punch rather than kick.
Yeah, I'll punch him. Slap him. This is incoming slap.
Yep.
All right. So, can I target you?
Wait a minute.
What?
Oh, what does flat-footed do? It makes
-2.
Okay,
Minus
-2.
2 to AC.
All right. This strike. Missed.
Bye.
Well, I tried.
All right.
I just slap his armor.
You can do it, buddy.
Good job. Good luck. Pass through the weird thing over there. It will make you feel great.
Bayleaf.
Bayleaf is going to do a running reload.
Mm-hmm.
She will then try and shoot this man of horrible beastness.
That is a hit.
Yeah, I don't think I can crit for a fish, so I'm not going to use the other thing. For my damage.
Crit for a fish.
Nice.
The gun dice giveth and the gun dice taketh away.
We will then do
Who knows
a.
Snake Eyes?
We will do a covered reload, so I will take cover here.
All right. Crom.
So I can't move to go heal myself, right? It's only go to attack.
Yeah, you can only move into. Well, you are in range of someone to swing at currently, so you cannot move to get in range of someone else.
Oh.
Swinging is
Oh.
a valid action.
Oh. I didn't. Oh, because we're not considered friends, right?
I mean, the Stygia was within range to strike, and she was still able to move. Can Crom not move around her?
I will say yeah, sure. Crom can move around her.
He's not based.
Yeah. Because I know it's not rules as written that he should be able to, but neither was the Stygia, so
Yeah.
fairness.
Yeah. Yeah, he can move around her.
Then can he take an action to try and do the
That
sword
would
thing?
mean moving away from her, though. I think that he would have to get here to do that.
Uh-huh.
You can swing at Big
technically.
Dog, though.
Technically, if
Yeah,
he does move
just
here,
move
he will
over
be
here.
within range,
True.
right?
True. Yeah, I'll allow it. Go for it. Action.
Okay, you.
To take one negative
Okay.
and roll the flat check.
Or swing at the dog.
Or swing at the dog. Both are valid options.
I think I'm going to swing at the dog because I'll get the check anyway. At the but that's
Yeah, you don't need to cast spells. You're supposed to attack things.
yeah. So I shall attack it.
Go for it.
Wonder. I don't know if I should attempt knockdown.
Yeah, costing it any actions at all can only be useful.
You can. I mean, you can literally only strike.
Oh yeah.
You
Oh,
don't.
right.
You don't have
Oh,
any of the
okay.
fancy
Oh, right.
actions. You've only got strikes.
Okay.
Ah,
I get. Do I get Bayleaf power?
Yeah, technically,
Yep.
That's a +1, right?
Yep.
that's a +1.
She still
Okay.
considers you her ally, even though you can't consider anyone yours. Which means you don't get
Okay.
flanking right now.
no, there is no flanking. The crab is broken.
Oh, right, that's true.
Roll,
That's
roll your d6.
Roll a d6. Roll a d6.
I'm pretty sure 37 plus would be a crit range.
Slash
Be a hero.
1d6.
it's enough. You crit.
Hooray!
I love mystic dice.
The d12s also giveth and taketh away.
What happens? What happens to my 48 damage?
Oh, and +2 damage because of the sniping drill.
Yep.
+4 because of the crit, I guess.
And then I will just attack again.
Go for it.
Hey, that's a hit.
That's a hit.
Because it's also flat-footed, so
Clean hit.
Until-
Yeah.
Clean hit.
to the start of my next turn. 28 damage.
Nice.
That's a max damage 2d12. Very nice.
Oh!
Oh yes.
The D12 taketh.
It really does
D12
giveth and
giveth.
taketh away.
The duality of 2d12.
Maker, you're up.
Okay. Let's see.
You throw a potion at my face. Oh, what's the...
I don't think that's that's probably a level 20 feat for some dumb reason, but so no.
what was the...
We'll save.
We'll save. And... roll. 14. That doesn't seem like it will work.
No, that's not gonna succeed. You need a 25.
Okay, maybe we should start snapping Crom again.
Does this thing look like it has fire resistance?
It does in fact look like it's got fire in its guts.
Okay, then it's time to cast Ray of Frost. Oh,
Yeah,
second natural one today.
that's not gonna hit.
Eh. Second action, energy beam.
Pew pew. Also
Yep.
not gonna hit.
That's all 3 actions. I can't rip cost.
Cerberus uses Howling Ruin. It unleashes an ear-splitting howl as bronze plates peel back to reveal rows of crumbling soul gems. And on its head, you see the retractable helmet clinking back into place as Cerberus fades from sight and prepares to leap away. It vanishes. And in its
Oh.
place,
I don't like this. Word Aether Wraith. Do you guys know how hard it is to hit ghosts?
And
Oh.
we could have gotten some a ghost touch weapon.
I was looking at the thing that lets mending weapons hurt ghosts, and it's like, nah, we're not going to encounter anything like that soon.
Yeah, me too. Why would we need ghost touch?
And that is a 3-action activity. However, these things need to be added to the combat now.
Does that ability have a cooldown?
It's one shot.
Okay.
That's its like threshold bloodied ability.
Oh, nice. At least we know it's almost down.
Not almost, but
It's halfway
you've
through.
You've been making progress.
okay.
What
I
fascinating.
mean, so far this has been less deadly than the flying wasp thing, so...
It's not a bug. Leaf is empowered.
Destisha.
I am not flat-footed. No confusion. And
I make sure that all those buffs are gone. Debuffs are gone.
yeah, I
Are
just
they?
did.
Okay.
The rest are buffs.
Okay.
I am going to. I wonder if these are mids. Let's.
Ghost though.
I am going to use. I'm going to cast a cantrip.
Go for it.
Electrical arc. Electric arc.
Mm-hmm. Go for it.
I can cast it on 2 targets. I'm wondering if I should cast one on Crom.
No.
Yeah,
Just get away from me.
okay. I'm going to hit this wraith and this wraith.
All
That
right.
one. That one.
Go for it.
All right. Cast DC 21 reflex save.
That is going to be, I select this. That's a failure and another failure.
All right.
12
damage to both of them. All right. Then she's going to come up to this one with her free movement.
Mm-hmm.
And she is going to stab it.
All right.
All right. Target this. And strike.
That's a hit.
Okay. And damage. 12 more damage.
All right. It does resist the damage somewhat,
Darn.
but it still takes significant hurt from that.
All right. That's my turn.
Bayleaf, you're up.
Okay. Bayleaf is going to go ahead and try and shoot the wraith beside Sticia.
Go for it.
If that wraith goes down, am I only going to be able to go next to Justicia, or can I choose someone else?
You don't have to go to the closest thing. You have
Oh.
movement. You just have to get into range.
Somebody is being generous and not randomly determining the target.
Yeah. I find it more interesting if the target isn't randomly determined. Yeah, you.
That is, I've accidentally targeted Cerberus still, but that's against the Aether Wraith.
Yep.
Let me. Oh, I can't untarget Cerberus because it doesn't exist.
Can't you just like click on something else and?
Let me try. Yep, there we go. Okay. No, you should be able to hit the damage button.
All right. Critical damage. Yeah, you obliterate this Aether Wraith that wails as it just fades
Okay.
into nothing.
I'm then going to. I'm going to move over here. And I'm then going to do a hide action while reloading. Well, actually, I'm just running reload and then hide anyway.
Go for
I
it.
think I have found a way to do my stealth without having to have you roll it. And still have it hidden for me.
All right.
Yeah. Find GM roll. Efficiencies. Stealth. Roll. Yep, I can't see that. Cool.
Okay, cool. Good to know. Crom Grim.
Rom is going to move up to this. Then he's going to strike that Aether Wraith.
Okay.
And strike. 32.
That's a hit.
And damage. 12.
In fact, that's a critical hit, so you double
Oh.
the damage.
So do I hit critical or just double that?
Just double it. It's enough to wipe it out.
I have one more action. I'm going to move over to here.
Technically speaking, you can strike yourself, so you could punch.
Yeah, you can punch yourself, theoretically. That's an option when you're confused.
Okay.
You can hurt yourself in your confusion.
Crumb is just going to slap the side of his head.
Oh, slap.
That's just an unarmed, right?
You hit automatically.
Okay. Good. You don't have to. I have to roll damage for that, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. My damage.
He's
7
too
damage.
strong. And then you roll.
That was almost max damage.
Of course, it would be almost max damage.
Then you roll the DC 11 flat check again.
Seven.
Just roll a d20.
I'm working on it. Oh, of course.
Oh. Lots of ones.
I am not using my hero point on that
Okay.
because I'm probably going to need it more, but that is still a lot of damage to me.
All right.
End
Next
of
up.
turn will save.
Yep, end of turn. You do get the will save.
Please sacrifice.
Would the 6 make any difference? No, it's
you
20
can get
something, isn't it?
It's 25.
Right. No,
Yeah, no.
It is the Aether Wraith's turn. It will use circling attack.
Oh, Emily, could you add that to my stealth score?
Okay.
Whatever that is.
Yep. Noted. It's going to fly up. And strike.
That's a hit. That's also a hit.
Damage and damage. Total of 23.
Maker, he's weak to flying types. How could you?
And then
Looks like it needs to fly back to its original position.
Yep. And then the other one will do precisely the same thing.
Ah.
It's one hit, I think.
One hit and yeah.
8 damage.
It was 8. Okay.
Then it is Maker's turn.
Time to do the same thing, I guess. Ray of Frost. Into the closest wraith.
That's a hit.
I'm going to spend one of those dice because I have like 4 of them now.
Mm-hmm.
And I can check if I can get a crit. 29.
Not quite. Still a hit, though.
Last.
You could have gotten a crit.
Damage sadly does not benefit from overdrive because it's a spell.
However, you do bypass their resistance to physical, so.
Neat. And second action, stare.
Meow. Not quite a hit.
Unless should have saved that dice, I guess. That's all my action.
Okay. Cerberus uncloaks.
Hello.
And it
I
uses
guess it's gonna tone at us.
the golden maw of sticks.
It doesn't like Crom.
I am going to need a basic fortitude save from Justitia and Crom. Crom
Good.
succeeds.
Wow.
Finally.
Justitia does not.
I'm gonna use my other point to boost that. My surge.
Go for it. Your mythic surge turns that into a success.
Hooray! I don't want to be grabbed.
So you each just take 13 bludgeoning damage. Which does mean that Crom gets another flat check.
I'm glad you can roll above an 11. Hey!
No
Finally.
more confusion.
Yay!
And this is back.
Woo!
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Nice.
Oh, I'm sorry, Crom. Again.
Yep, Crom is mildly screwed.
Why do you do this?
Crom is taking so much damage.
Crom is such a big target. Okay.
Well, now that I know it's not gonna be near me, it's still flat-footed, right?
From what again?
No, it's not.
Okay, you didn't crit.
I did, but my turn passed.
Oh, right. Okay, so let me think.
You have any capability to heal Chrome.
I only have my potion.
Yeah, you should be holding some potion.
I do. I guess I'm going.
Could you push me away from you?
How am I gonna push you,
Do you have any
Crom?
spells for knockback?
Oh, that. Let me check that.
That
No,
don't do
Do more
damage.
damage to Crom. Yeah, sure. I do, in fact, have one.
It might
But-
do less damage than the Cerberus potentially might.
I don't think so. It's a level 1 spell. It's
Mm.
I only have 14 health.
yeah. We're not doing that. I'll roll max damage.
We saved
Looking
the
at-
Crom.
We did it, Patrick. We did it, Maker. We saved Crom.
Like,
The dice are not helping me.
I am wondering if I should go after the ghosts, or if I should focus on the Cerberus, because I can either try and use my potion on Crom to heal him, or I could do big damage.
I don't. I'm going to be honest. I think Chrome can do more. Chrome and Bailiff are the actual big source of big damage in this party. So
If I can actually use my spell strike, I can do damage. Darn it!
Those
let me put
things-
it this way: this ghost is almost dead. Should be almost dead, and you can
is
heal
almost
Chrome
low.
and attack it.
All
I
right.
think.
Well, let's get some of the ads then.
Most of her spells to action.
Yeah, but I'm not going to use a spell. I'm going to stab it with regular stabbing.
Oh, okay.
This Tisha is on Patty A. She's on night duty.
Problem is
Alright.
to heal Crom, you need to move beside Crom, which takes an action to move.
I am quickened.
Oh, yes. Marvelous.
So here, I use the potion that is in my free hand to give to Crom. So it's the sorry you don't get it doubled because we're not near any healing, but
It's something. What is it?
it's the one that's
It's
an up-
2d8 plus 5.
yeah.
2d8?
So,
Plus 5.
just going to point out the Nessus non-loving Heathens are the most hurt here. Really perfect, pristine.
Yeah, the one that's hiding on the other side of the map. I wonder why she hasn't taken damage.
The advantages of being ranged DPS.
The protection of my god takes the form of this gun.
This gun
Alright.
and the ability to move away from the enemy.
Yep. You get the healing, and
I-
you
You're gonna go
skedaddle.
here and stab this go. Oh no 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 no! I don't want to be next to Maker.
Yes, you really don't want to be here.
I don't want to be here because then they're on either side of me.
Unless you kill that ghost and then there's only one beside you.
Let's see, isn't this still in range of that thing when it stomps? So I would, I think,
Yeah.
It's going to be over here in this area.
It could potentially
Oh.
land somewhere where it could hit you, yeah.
So yeah, it's
so I
pretty
need to
much.
attack. I need to attack this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, go above that one.
I mean, if you're not going to kill a ghost, I think you should just go attack Cerberus.
It's too late for that,
Yeah, I said.
Go for it.
unless I just
This
stab
was
it
your
once.
idea, Maker.
Yeah. All right, she's gonna stab the ghost
Go for it.
again. Stabbing the ghost again.
This
Target.
natural one on initiative is awful.
That's a hit.
All right. Damage. 8 damage.
6 damage.
Okay, that's turn.
Bayleaf, you're up.
Hey,
Doesn't Cerberus jump?
Oh yes, it does. It shrunk, and then
don't eat the fluffy boy.
oh, it's going to try. It's going to use its burning bite on Crom. And
That
it
hits.
Is a hit.
for 27.
I have 28 health.
And He takes 2d8 persistent fire damage as he is set ablaze by the creature's fiery maw.
Oh my.
Come on!
Well, you have until your next turn, I guess.
Look at it from this angle. If you go down and get healed, the mechanic of the mythic mechanic regenerates restores your wounded immediately. So
That's not something to look forward to.
I didn't say look forward.
Okay. Question.
Or no, Bayleaf's still out.
oh.
Sorry, my bad.
Am I hidden from Cerberus?
You are not hidden from Cerberus.
Damn. No flat-footed on it. Okay. She
In fact,
is
you
going
sense
to.
of a glowing area underneath you, and that it probably knows where you are.
Oh, is this a thing in the world?
No, it's not
I
a
don't
thing.
like that.
You can tell that it has its attention on you, though.
Okay, one of the heads is just looking over here,
Yeah.
panting. I will go ahead and do an assisting shot. Did Crumb hit it? No.
Haven't.
Right. I think Crumb hit it before I got to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he hit it last.
Yeah,
his
so I
last
have.
turn.
I,
yeah.
have I will have some damage bonus on this if this hits. Strike. Roll. That's not going to be able to hit even if I.
It's not a hit.
Yeah. Gonna running reload to here. No, hang on. Wait a second. What's up there?
I can
If
barely
it
do
leaves a
anything.
crumb,
Fight.
then got reach. No, it won't be able to hit me there. I hope I've calculated that right. Running reload to here, and then I will fire at it again. Another assisting shot. Map 4. 22. I could potentially hit if I roll well enough. Let's roll a d6.
You hit. Nailed
Ooh.
it.
Let's do some pitiful damage. That's me. I've targeted myself.
Also, that's an unarmed attack.
Which end of this do I shoot from again?
Also, I think you rolled unarmed attack damage, which I don't think you can punch it from there.
Oh, actually, yeah, because
Yes.
that's actually even the wrong modifier. Whoops. Okay.
Yeah, that's a much lower modifier. You don't need to spend the mythic point. You hit.
Yeah. Okay. In
Wait, no,
that
you
case,
do because mythic
it would
penalty.
be-
yeah -5.
Yeah.
But you
Right,
still.
that's weird. I had it targeted. I wonder why it did damage to me. The DM has to press the button.
Okay.
Right.
No, I don't have to. Normally you can press the button, but here we go. 16 damage. Quite solid.
Okay.
Just shy of maximum.
And at the end of your turn.
17 damage. Because Crumb hit it. Oh, wait, no, actually, it's +1 per die, so +2 damage. Yeah.
Cerberus takes 1 damage. Cerberus takes 1 damage. As the universe corrects itself. Okay, that's your turn.
Yep.
Boing.
Rom is going to opportunity attack as it runs by him.
Oh, no! If the wall stops it. Fuck!
Yeah, it can't. It can't.
I didn't
phase into
account for the wall.
wall.
Wait, no, creatures can occupy a space. One smaller than.
It's already kind of squeezing to get on top of that crystal.
Damn it.
And,
Yeah, that hits, oddly enough.
can I hit with my
You do
opportunity
get
attack
no A.
first?
Yes, you do get no A. Because you're.
Ah,
And I should have moved 1 square higher. God damn it.
And.
Um,
I
What?
have one HP.
That's
Okay.
the second 55 it's rolled. That's what downed the lobster.
Yep.
What was that about Nessa's faithful, huh?
I'm still alive.
It's Crom on fire with 1 HP.
The faith keeps her at the only hit point that matters.
Yeah.
Crumb.
Oh boy.
Fire damage happens at the beginning or end of turn.
And
And yes.
Okay. You can
Move.
take an action to try and put it out. I think it's a flat DC 15.
Mm-hmm.
yes.
You can
You
Try
also
and
like
put it
also
out
do-
and run through a crystal and start
Yes.
chugging.
Does chugging a potion put out the fire?
No.
Yeah.
But if you walk next to a crystal, then you do get doubled chug on the potion.
Okay, then Crom is going to walk over. How the size of the stupid thing.
Crom fumes over even bigger dog. No longer the biggest
barking
dog
furiously.
in party. Woof 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 woof. Woof 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 woof.
Okay, it's the center here. Then it goes here. Then let's see.
What? Can you reach the further one?
No, I only have 20 feet of movement.
Oh, okay.
There are 2 crystals there.
Can you get here?
No.
I think you can get.
Double,
I think you
but
can get
double
here.
moved and then chug a potion and hope you don't burn to death.
You do need the action to get the potion out. Remember,
You can't move and take out the potion?
interact is the get a potion out.
Okay.
action.
Yeah.
Yeah, sadly, nobody thought to make a interact and a stride combo.
I have lightning resistance.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah,
This is
that's
five
fine
damage.
I wish.
Imagine, Chrome had the option to purchase a fire resistance item and didn't.
At this point, you might
Versus
want
the
to do.
lightning damage.
Oh man,
Uh,
I guess move, interact, chug a potion, and burn.
That's the only thing. Because
Well, if you go down, it can't reach you, right?
And I'm well. It might. It should be striking down enemies. Even still, it's a semi-intelligent creature. I'm guessing by the way it's targeting us. But if you're over here, I can feed you potions as well.
okay, then
So even if you go down, I might be able to get you up.
I didn't reach here.
Yeah.
You can. Someone can. I'll say use perception to gauge
Because
how
of your
smart this thing
size,
is.
yes, it would reach you.
But would it reach you if you go here? And perception to see how smart this is. I mean, it's a
So remember, it's going to be starting its measurement from this corner here.
Yeah.
oh yeah, I forgot. I forgot it's going to jump at Chrome.
would
That's
that
why
be
you're
a,
having so much trouble.
yeah.
Yes.
Would that be? Isn't that like a lore check or the what's it?
Recall
The
knowledge.
recall knowledge.
That's an action that you can do at any point
Yeah.
to get more info on its like moveset or whatever.
Uh,
But this is I'm just giving you like a separate freebie to like see how.
Oh, you made me use up a good roll.
You can see this thing. I'm sorry, but you do get the information for what it's worth. That it seems to be. It seems to be acting on some sort of like pre-programmed routine where it's like cycling through specific attacks, but it appears to have some like pretty military grade programming. It doesn't seem to be targeting specific people. It just seems to be trying to like maximize damage from what you've seen. It's not like chasing Bailey for Justicia, despite the fact that they're lightly armored.
Crom, the only way for you to escape its reach is to head this direction. Which is taking towards more enemies and no healing crystal potentially. Yeah.
At DC flat 15.
Here's the thing. It's going to. I think it's going to end when you go down. I think.
Persistent damage.
Yes.
It does not
The
end when
thing-
you go down. You continue. Your body can
Okay.
burn, and it'll cause dying stacks.
Right, then that's a problem.
Even then,
I think
trying.
your best bet is to get beside me and let me assist you once you're down.
Yeah, I guess so. So I'm going to. I'm going to double move to like here. Is that still in range?
That is not in range.
Yeah, it cannot hit you there.
Okay, and then I'm going to try and do that DC to put me down, put me out.
down. Slap.
Flash.
Put down the old dog. He suffered enough.
This is the 1 HP corner.
Come on.
Uh,
You got any hero points or anything left?
I do, but I don't know if that's a good.
Actually,
use.
save it because it's best to use it when you go down to get yourself back up automatically.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yes.
All right. You got what your. You got your.
Yeah.
What's the extinguished DC?
Flat 15.
You could roll a
Think.
6 potentially on your surge.
Yeah. Do you think I'd be able to hit that? I'd have
I
to roll a
believe in you.
6. Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Slash roll 1d6.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Yeah. Predictable.
Sometimes something ventured, nothing gained. And then it is the ghosts.
Oh,
Oh,
combat
damage.
right?
Damage. Yep. 2d8. 8 damage.
And down.
Down it goes.
Whoa. What the heck?
What?
What did I hit? Did I hit blind? Wow, that's cool.
I think
it's-
that's
It's what
I think
happens when
that's
you go down.
Oh, huh.
Can you not see anything now?
All I can see is sound.
that's
interesting.
strange. When I had a maker and cautious, I didn't lose vision of
yeah,
the map. That's weird.
I became blinded, but wherever people were standing, there's only sound waves, and I can't see the map.
Huh, that's a
That's
cool.
cool.
mechanic.
I'm going to turn that off though because
Yeah.
I want to see what happens in the fight. Removal of blindness prevented by unconscious. Huh. Interesting.
I'm going to turn off my blindness. Wait, you can't do that?
I
But
guess you have to watch the stream, bro.
That's weird. That didn't happen last time I wasn't.
Yeah, it didn't happen to me either.
this thing is
Maybe-
going to circling attack, swinging at Distisha.
You wouldn't care. Yeah, that hits.
22 total.
Ow.
Then it'll use its last action to reposition. Then the other one. She is flanked, so she is flat-footed.
One misses.
And one normal hits.
Yeah.
12 damage.
Boy, their damage sure is even. It keeps being 12 or 11.
They're very, yeah, those are like the high rolls on their damage. They're D8s.
Well, Yeah.
Of course.
No. Seeing this health situation, if Bailey dies, I think I'm going back to the Constable Priestess idea for some cleric.
Oh dear.
I assume this fight is somewhat scripted.
It's not
Well,
scripted. We're doing well.
I hope not. If I die by the roll of the dice.
Oh, there is no scripting in this fight. This fight is.
Oh god.
Look, there's a reason you have brilliant conviction in this fight.
We live and die by the dice,
Ugh.
baby. The best scenario.
Oh boy.
This
Oh,
is not
it's
one of
my
those.
Yep, it is
Cuts.
Maker's turn.
I'm going to. I don't think I can do anything particularly meaningful to that thing, and I can't reach you. I'm going to try to remove one of these ads still. So, Ray of Frost on. No, you know what? Ray of Frost on the giant on the. Ray of Frost on Cyberus. Let's see if this thing has at least some cold resistance in case I actually hit.
You do not hit with that roll.
You
I
have
might as well
Good.
spend those damn dice.
Do you have plus one from
26.
anyway? Is it still flat-footed?
No.
I don't know how it.
26
I haven't-
doesn't quite hit, unless you can dredge up an extra.
Is that against the Cerberus?
That is
Yeah.
against Cerberus.
Yes.
The next person to hit it after me would have a +1.
Oh, then, yeah, you
Oh.
have plus one, so you hit exactly. Bailey putting in work. Roll the damage.
Okay then.
There,
Please have a ton of code vulnerability.
it has some cold vulnerability.
Oh, 5. Nice. It has -2 to its movement, -10 to its movement, and 2, 4.
I don't think it's even really moved beyond its scripted leap action, has it?
It moved once.
I have. Yeah. That's my actions.
Comes
I
crashing
forgot.
down. Gives the
Alright.
construct a kick for good measure.
Darn it, I forgot. I could have exploded when one of those things hit me. I forgot to do that. Oh well.
All right.
They don't look like they could bleed though, right?
They
I don't-
they don't. They're not
Okay,
really
so then-
fully incorporeal, but they are.
Yeah. So blood.
Are they
It doesn't look like blood vendetta would work on them.
immune to bleeding?
Let me actually check. Surprise!
That's a-
oh
that's
yeah,
a
they are in
that's
fact
a
they are
necro-
in fact immune
yeah.
to bleeding.
Okay. Yeah. So.
Yeah, okay.
Great.
They have immune, bleed, and a few other things. Bleed, paralyzed, poison, sleep. But this thing is going to go and open with it has rotated through its full set of breaths and it is back on the bronze maw of Phlegathon.
At least we're not in nice fancy.
Guessing
cone
that's
business.
Maker.
Ah,
Does it reach Maker? I
Okay.
think so.
It does. It
he's right in the middle.
yep.
Maker.
Hey, you succeeded the reflex
Oh.
save.
Okay.
Half damage, 9.
Oh well. Pretty good.
And 2d8.
How do you centered on the cone? Make it that way.
And
Just
you take half
duck a bit.
persistent fire damage as well. You take 1d8 persistent fire damage.
I had the option to get. And the worst part is that when we were leveling up, I considered getting resistance fire damage, resistance to fire. Regrets.
And
Instant regret.
it's going to move up here. It actually has a very low base move speed when it's not jumping. And then it is going to attempt to take a bite out of Justicia.
Why is the breath weapon a single action?
Because it has 3 heads.
For heaven's sake.
Crit.
I think that might be a crit. I have
Yeah.
a 22. Well, thanks for that. Got 12 health. So that puts me just to 0, right?
Yep, that puts you to 0, and you have 48
Dying one.
persistent fire damage.
How much persistent?
Oh my.
48.
8.
But it should be able to bleed, so you can use a reaction now.
You can use your reaction now.
I am bleeding. Justicia is exploding. Again. DC 21 will save.
Oh my.
Ah, that's so aggravating.
I'm sorry.
Oh, this is great.
Crunch.
Why does everything? Why do we fail everything and they pass everything? Well, spending a hero point gets you up, right?
Spending a hero point stabilizes you, I believe.
Yeah, it
Okay.
stabilizes you, which will remove all of your dying stacks. Well, one I think, I'm not sure.
Stabilizing you, I mean, yeah, it removes 1 dying stack.
Yeah, stabilize at 0 hit points, and you don't get any wounded condition or anything.
It doesn't matter because the fight
But if you-
mechanic resets all of you when you get up.
All right. And Justicia. So I need
Yeah.
you're
great.
spending your hero point to
Stabilize.
to stabilize.
I think I'm gonna do that just so that way it doesn't get any worse.
Or you could try rolling. Does this have a crit on the save gets you up mechanic? I don't remember.
I think so.
Let me check.
I have to roll 20 though, right?
And
Different dying
No,
rolls.
this is not.
Dying.
dying.
Oh, dying moves your initiative. Interesting.
Oh,
So
Where?
it's not. It moves it immediately before the turn you were knocked out. I did not actually know that. That's an interesting mechanic. So you have always have a full round before you have to make a dying check, basically.
coverage check.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, there's no automatic get up on a good success in this.
Okay. So it's not actually my turn?
It's not actually your turn.
Okay. Next.
Do we
It's
mean
Craw.
then?
Yeah. It's Bailey's turn.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Thankfully, I can hold the Giselle with one hand. She is going to use a object interaction to put out a healing potion.
Yep.
She is then going to use another action to feed that to Crom.
Go for it.
So. Hold it up. Elixir of life. What is Crom, take 1d6 plus 1.
Is doubled
Yeah.
since we're next to the crystal.
Yes, doubled here.
But you don't roll the double dice. You just roll the dice and then double it.
Oh, okay.
You want me to roll it?
Yes, please.
I'll laugh if I rolled a 1. Oh, max.
14 healing.
That's 14. Sure. And let's see.
Did
And
you
then
use another action to put out the fire on me?
You can assist to make it a DC 10 instead of a DC 15.
Could.
think.
Do you want me to
Assist
do that, or are we
recovery.
more focused on killing this thing?
If you do, all right. If you do, if you assist, you can. If you take this activity usually takes 2 actions, and then they get a save at the end of your turn.
I don't have 2 actions left to do it with.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Right. In that case, I'm going to use my final action to just do a risky reload, which allows me to reload and shoot in 1 action.
Go for it.
Right. I'm going to retarget Cerberus. Got it targeted. Reload. Fire. I will roll my d6.
That's a hit.
Okay, that's a hit. Right. 12 points of damage. And that is my turn.
Don't forget to remove your status effects.
Right. Well,
You right-click them on the side.
yeah, I know. Because everything was blinded, so.
You are still prone, sadly.
Yeah. Do I heal the wounded from the mythic stuff?
At this
Yeah,
at the start of
at this point, yep, you heal 1 point pip of wounded, so you are no longer wounded.
Can I, since I'm on the ground, can I roll, stop, drop, and roll?
Sure.
Circumstance bonus to the save.
Yeah.
Particularly effective things make it a D10, a DC 10.
I'll say that because you're on the ground and rolling, which, just picturing big fluffy Crom rolling on the ground, putting out fire. Yes, that makes it a DC 10.
Nice.
You can
Use this die. Please roll a 3 or above. Stop burning. Yay!
Sure.
Thank goodness.
let's
I
say
had
it's
to
a
use
save.
this mythic heroic action to roll on the ground.
Heroically.
Okay. Now what? I have 2 actions left.
Please move away from me.
He lies on the
Yes.
ground staring at the ceiling. What now?
Okay.
Just crawl away, I guess.
How fast is crawling speed?
Very slow
half
for you.
Half of your movement, I think.
So I'm going to get up.
That's 1 action.
In fact, crawl isn't even half movement.
Oh no,
It is
crawl,
5 feet.
Crawl is 5 feet.
Yeah.
Crawl
So
is just
yeah,
5
stand up and then move.
I'm going to see. Going to move away from Bayleaf because that thing likes to get near people, as he's found out. And I guess he ends his turn there. Thank you, Bayleaf.
Yeah, you got it.
All right. Ghost. Ooh. It is going
Get away from me.
to swoop in.
Alan,
Yes.
why?
wanted.
Is this
My potion.
is this a movement ability?
It is. It uses the action over here. And
But it would move in
it's moving
and then
in,
out.
and then it'll move out once it's done attacking.
Yeah,
Does
so
this-
unfortunately you couldn't react until it moves out.
Yeah.
It says it activates on movement abilities and leaving squares. It
Yeah,
makes a
the
distinction
movement
between the
ability
two.
is that it used an action with a movement like keyword on it, but it used it when it was outside of your range. And then it moved up, and the free action that it got is just an attack, which doesn't have a movement keyword on it.
Thought it would be a bone arrow. Let's see. I guess I'm down again.
Goodbye, healing crystal.
Has places to go down, go. And it scoots back here. Other ghost. Ooh.
Ooh.
I'm sorry, I can't not do that. They're ghosts.
Guys, I'm gonna live in the hope that these things go away when the Cerberus dies.
I really
miss.
wish.
Yeah,
I
they
really
miss.
wish I inflicted bleed on it, so that way I was still doing damage to it.
Maker, you're up.
Uh,
How come they both missed Maker?
Maker does have a lot of
I have
AC,
been-
and I'm sure that that's...
I've
doing
already lost.
anything.
I've already lost half of my class features here at the beginning of the fight.
Yeah.
But you mean
Uh,
your lobster doesn't have plus 20 to not dying or something?
Anyway. Oh, I made that attack against Kron somehow.
Yeah, don't do that. Do you still have a hero point?
Or Mythic
I s-
Surge?
It's not close
I
enough to
missed-
Mythic Surge.
Oh.
Yeah. I haven't used my hero point yet, so I don't. I think if Maker goes down, the fight is over. So I'm just going to reroll that.
No, I'm amazing. I would carry this.
It's not gonna do
Or-
it.
Well then,
If only you came over here and got me back
yeah.
up.
and I still had.
Oh, it would still bite us.
I missed Crom. Time to try
I-
again.
I moved. Cross. I moved 20. I can't reach you.
Oh, right.
Sure. Just going to glare at the nearest wraith. Oh wait. I have a pen.
Tried to get rid of them. The
And,
DCs are too high.
uh,
Oh yeah. Also, I take that. And
you can roll your recovery check there. You succeed.
So
You're
close
no
and
longer
yet
on
so-
fire. Oh wait, yeah, it's 15, not 10. My bad.
yeah, it's a 15. So,
Still have 4.
Do you still have those mythic things?
yeah. I have. You gain 1 at the beginning of each turn,
Mhm.
so there's really no reason not to spend them.
You're not on fire.
Hey, there you go. You're not on fire.
Go for it.
Yay! How do I
Distisha.
remove?
Yeah.
Oh.
What?
Uh,
So I guess I spend a hero point to not die.
you will still start bleeding again because you're on fire, and but you
Can the hero point also? Can the hero point also put out the fire?
You will have a separate the flat check to save against that.
A hero point just takes away one dying, right?
Yeah, so you'd go from dying
Yeah.
1 to dying 0 and stable, but then the
So you're
fire
better off
would make
rolling
you...
because you could potentially get 2.
Okay.
There's no point in
So-
not rolling first.
Yeah. I'll roll for stabilization. That is fun. What's that? That is there. It is.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I should be blinded because I'm down. Where's the down one? It's
I wonder why only
dying.
Crom has that applied to him.
Nope. It's
Oh, it's unconscious
now that
as a
I'm-
status. I see.
yeah. And now I see that sound thing. Oh, that's pretty neat.
Let me throw
Okay,
it up
so-
on Steam real quick.
Dying. Recovery check.
I can't. I don't have.
Critical.
Oh my.
yeah.
Hey!
Reduce your dying value by 2. What happens?
If
Yeah.
only.
Unfortunately,
only
this is not
this was-
5e.
Yeah. That would be so cool.
But hey,
It
it's
would be so
stable.
heroic.
And then you
You use-
burn.
You use a heroic
You
point
know-
for that?
I will say this is enough of a moment. I'll say that puts out your fire. I'll be generous here and say that you are at the very least properly stable at the moment.
Okay.
It's such a well-timed D20 roll that I don't like letting it do nothing.
Thank you.
That's certainly a feeling.
Yeah, no, I think that's fine.
Yeah. Small little benefit, but it's a benefit. And now,
Now that my blood, after exploding, mixes with the corpse of Nessus,
oh no.
nothing happens.
Yeah, it splatters all over it, but it's just a rock. Whoosh.
I sure hope someone comes over and saves me.
Why didn't that ghost hit for 30 twice? That makes no sense.
With its plus 11 modifier.
Why? I have a plus 16. Why am I missing?
I know, that's why I'm joking. It's like, why did it roll so well? Anyway. Silver Breath. It is sick of these cold attacks Maker is throwing at it.
That's not going to. Oh, it is because he's not going to be able to cast. That's out of range, I think.
Nope,
No,
he's in range.
it's around you.
Oh yeah, right. Oh right, there's one
Need a
green.
will save.
Okay. Moment.
Oh no.
And right after I spend the goddamn hero point.
That is going to be, you're confused, but you don't get the natural, and you still get damage-based preemptive endings, but you don't get to re-roll the save at the end of your turn.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh.
At least it's not damage, but can't heal me or anyone.
Yep. I mean, considering where I am and where you all are, and how fast I move, I can't heal anyone anyway.
And here it comes.
Yay. Oh, dear.
What?
Oops, wrong light source.
I'm so bright.
Wrong light source.
It's like old Final Fantasy raids where they had the confusing color combinations of markers.
Yep.
Still going after me?
I was wondering if it would do down targets. Oh no.
Oh my.
Dog has no mercy. Bayleaf.
Alright, Bayleaf is gonna do a running reload. Let me measure. Oh, I don't want to go near Mega Reaver, Jesus Christ. We'll just get far enough away from the impact. In fact.
Or it is far enough away.
Yeah. 1
Account for
second.
walls.
Right, so it'll be measuring from here. It's got reach, so it goes to here. So if I go into the square beneath the crystal, I should be safe.
Yep.
Right, then I am going to shoot at the Cerberus.
Roll
Jeez.
the dice. It's a hit.
Ooh. I can't boost that to a crit with just a d6. Fuck. Okay.
I mean,
shit.
you can. You at 6 turns that into a crit.
Would it? I thought it was 27 to hit, so it needed
Oh no!
37.
Oh yeah! Oh no! Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. It's AC 27. I'm mistaken it with the
Yeah.
DC of its check.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Right. In that case, just damage. 13. I suppose I can use the d6 and damage.
You can't. However,
In that case, oh.
it had 13 hit points
Hey!
left.
Now Mike is just gonna try and murder me in the Wraiths.
The wraiths.
Please tell me they vanish.
They do vanish. They are no longer.
Okay.
They were tethered. to
So
this.
just a confused Maker.
The enormous,
You have another shot.
The enormous thrall just crashes down, smoke billowing out of its mouths. You hear like grinding machinery inside it as it like twitches and like struggles to stand up, and eventually it just kind of like slumps down next to Maker's own destroyed construct.
It should still be repairable actually.
Question.
It did
Somewhat
get like
poetic.
an extra attack on it at some point.
Oh, yeah,
but
then- oh, yeah,
this
then
thing
it's
is like a
destroyed,
pile of
mate.
absolute scrap.
Question.
Yeah.
Is it reasonable to assume that the effect that hit Crom and made him go all wonky crazy is visibly the same effect that hit Maker?
Yes, it's like a giant cloudy breath weapon that.
Right. Apologies, Maker. I'm going to try and shoot you, okay?
Okay, I still have enough hit points.
Yep. That's what I figure. Right.
You see, like, she crits for 48.
Alright, she's going to do a risky reload.
That's a miss.
Don't- Oh, hang on. Roll
Uh,
d6.
Yeah, Maker has like AC 20 right now because his.
It's not a
Is he
crit
going-
miss. Oh wait, you're still targeting Cerberus. 22.
Oh.
You hit Maker. Yeah, 22 exact.
And
Yes.
let me retarget Maker. And then.
That's a flat check. To break
Yeah.
the confusion.
Why am I taking 1 damage? Oh, it's because I've hit the wrong button. There you go. 10 damage.
Nope.
Oh, I rolled for constructed for some reason. My selections are weird. Well, that's a failure.
Well,
Okay.
just stay out of his range.
Yeah, it's just 20. Although ranged attacks have a thingy.
Right, that is my last shot. So it's
Crom?
Maker's turn, I guess.
It's Crom's turn. He has to stabilize.
Oh yeah.
He has a hero point.
He does.
I do.
You can
And
just.
I'm not on fire, so
You
I'll
may as well
just...
roll to stabilize first.
Yeah, okay. Whoops. Yeah,
Yeah, use the hero point.
0 point stabilize.
All right. The wraiths are gone. Maker, you're up. You have to use an offensive cantrip.
Cantrips? I can use offensive cantrips? Huh.
Yep.
I thought I couldn't
Standard
cast.
strikes or offensive cantrips.
I guess what's Bailiff's AC?
I have an AC of 21. I can also take cover, hit the dirt to increase that.
So I can make if I attack you, I'm attacking at like minus. I have a -2 penalty, and I'm not very accurate to begin with.
Right,
So
let's see how this goes.
up. Penalty. Okay. Take cover.
Yep, I'm going to hit the dirt. So Bailiff is going to go prone, and it misses.
Narrowly whistles past. You avoid the scenario where an insane Maker kills the rest of the party. He has to keep using offensive cantrips for 1 minute.
Get us up! Get us up! Get us up!
That's a natural 20.
That's natural
That's
20, so
not
that
a-
automatically hits. Right?
The natural 20 is automatically hit.
Natural 20s get 1 category better than they normally do. So yeah, it goes from a miss to a normal hit.
There's no need to roll damage. I've got 1 HP.
Wait, could you? Didn't you like move? Can't you move when you hit the dirt and take cover
Oh,
behind that?
That's a
Yeah.
good. Yes. So
Is your-
if I'm
so-
if I'm on the ground, I don't know if he even has line of sight to me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think he does. Like, there's no direct line of sight. These things take up enough space that.
See here. That does mean he has to.
He has to move with his last action.
Uh,
Killer robot.
trade one killer robot for another.
Maker has become the final boss.
Dun, 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 dun.
And he's not Barney anymore, so he doesn't get the save from that.
Okay. As I'm huddling Sarah Connor style.
You get the normal will save at the end of your turn.
No, you don't. You
No,
critically
because
fail.
I failed
Oh.
critically.
Oh!
Yeah. I need to take Maker down.
Can you move? Since you're so fast, could you go to like raise one of us so that way it's not only on you?
Let me.
It is Bayleaf's turn.
I could get Crumb.
Wait, when Chrome was, Maker can attack himself. I forgot.
He can, yes.
Yes. So that second attack should actually be just a self slap.
Oh yeah.
Are you
'Cause you have
lifting
to,
your arm
'cause
up
you're
and just
valid
energy
target.
beaming?
So that's just damage to himself, which becomes a save. Oh, thank God!
Okay.
No longer confused. The fight's over.
Crom and Distisha
Or
are
is it?
stable. Crom and Distisha are stable.
I think there's a moment where like Bayleaf comes out from behind the crystal, aiming at Maker.
Ugh. I have put down the weapon. I'm back. I'm back.
She lowers it very cautiously.
Let's go get those two back up.
You get Crumb. I'll go get this year. No. I will use another potion on this year.
Yeah, same here.
Actually, I'm going to drag this tissue to a crystal.
Maker is actually should be probably strong enough to do the same. Actually,
I'm next to a crystal.
Cross
Oh, yeah,
quarters
you are.
just make.
6 plus 1. Take 10 hit points this year.
Hooray!
let's take out a full healing potion. Five. Crown gets 34 hit.
Did we win?
Barely.
You're welcome.
From shakily sits back up, smells his fur, and then just brushes off the ash and burnt hair off of him. Oh, that was awful.
Does Crown have a bald spot now?
Luckily, no.
This tissue just keeps lying on the ground for a little bit longer.
That wasn't fun. Why do they have a guard dog in a tomb?
Because somebody doesn't want anybody bringing back Nessus.
My fellow agent informed me that all agents we sent here vanished. Now we know what happened.
Good information. Thanks for
Yes.
that.
You should have heard that.
Yeah, maybe you should just share that with everyone else in case certain people don't remember.
I'm
You think-
sorry. In the future, I will remember that you are an idiot.
Okay, that's.
She sits up.
I'm getting tired of you going around calling me an idiot, a moron,
She shakily gets to her feet.
And
And-
evil.
and evil. I saved your life. Stop it. We're trying to figure out how to best the gods or revive them or something. Stop calling me an idiot. Okay?
She's a little bit
Fine.
agitated. Just
Very well.
sew up her wounds.
Bailey's gonna down a potion herself. I'm gonna go to another crystal.
Regardless of your contributions, I will never respect the soul arts you wield, but I will try to stop antagonizing.
Thank you. At least that's a step in the right direction. Oh, is this all my blood? Wow. That's a lot of blood.
You tend to do that when frightened.
It's a instant reaction. Yeah.
We should leave.
Not yet.
The
We're not-
crit, the Erudani senator that set this thing on us will know that it has been destroyed. We should leave.
Would they know that?
You can make an Arcana check.
Arcana check. I would know these things. I work on them.
And you wonder why Maker calls you evil.
It seemed to have some sort of like remote connection, but it didn't see. It seemed to like toggle off that connection when it like went into battle mode. So presumably
don't.
it has like a kind of shaky remote connection. You sort of doubt that it'll be known immediately that this thing is
They
dead,
might have to actively check.
but they'll probably know when it just like doesn't broadcast back that like the fight is done and the connection is resumed. So like it was just kind of like vanishing. You did a number on it.
We are dealing with really bothersome stuff. That was just one of the toys of the senators. And I really don't want to deal with that again. Let's try and get every single advantage we can.
She takes her weapon and starts looking around the body of Nessus again for a weak point. Like something to chip off a piece or break off.
You can make an attack roll.
She just pulls back her weapon and just tries to break off a piece. Oh, why is that only a 12?
No.
Oh, I'm prone.
I'm gonna say this with the expectation that nothing will come of it, but it's what Bailiff is doing.
Uh-huh.
She is actually like sitting down, Toric kneel, and she is praying because she really feels like she needs guidance, and she's desperately reaching out.
Both of us are doing our
Go-tos.
respective ways for guidance.
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to take off a piece of the god. You're trying to pray to the god.
Because Bailiff has, before this fight started, come to the realization we have some diametrically opposed ideals here.
Roll critical damage. You fail
Do
to
extra
overcome
kill
its
Nessus.
hardness.
Oh my. Hardness 25.
Ding! Stupid gods! Why won't you just help instead of try and kill us all the time?
There's no answer to that. Bayleaf, you can hear the sound of your own blood rushing a little too fast.
Adrenaline.
Maybe. Yeah, the adrenaline. Like, you get the slow crash of it, like, fading from your body as just pure fight for your life energy fades as that swell of energy you felt earlier. You all, like, feel like you were fighting beyond any, like, ability that you've had before. Like, you surpassed yourself in a real and tangible way. It's not as bright now, but you can still feel it. Like, you still have this power in you. But Bayleaf, you don't hear a reply from the goddess. Even the sort of the whispering and the murmuring and the laughter that you've heard, like, kind of as you came down into this place, is quiet now. There's just unbroken silence. You do have the box, though.
She's just gonna sigh, and she slowly gets up. Time to go. There's no way to wake her up here.
Destia pulls back her weapon to hit it again.
Come on. I just want a single piece. Just grant me that.
She uses spell strike this time.
Go for it. Critical hit.
All right. Damage. And spell. Is that doubled?
Yep.
Ow! Not to me.
You fail to overcome its hardness.
Stupid. An aspect of her awaits elsewhere.
There's the exploding crackle of electricity as her weapon flies from her hands.
It just sort of lands over here, roundabout.
Stupid. Stupid, stupid.
She just tiredly sighs and goes back, picks up
Come on,
her weapon.
Phalantius.
I guess we have a route to follow now. Let's see if we can salvage anything of this before we go.
Do
This
the
is too-
honors. It is your specialty.
It's too valuable to leave behind. It might give us something of an edge later.
She starts disassembling this thing for soul stones or good items.
Give me a survival.
Maybe it'll drop a mini Cerberus pet.
Can I use medicine or arcana? Because this is a
Oh, Arcana.
okay.
Choose find familiar for the tiny Cerberus.
Oh boy, a wind-up Cerberus.
You do still have your mythic point.
Yeah,
Do
I
I?
think you've got one left.
Yes.
Because you didn't use
Yeah.
it on the turn you were downed.
Yeah, you are gaining them once every turn as well. I don't think it's possible to have spent them all.
Yeah. But it was just that combat was over. I didn't know if we had it.
It's a daily resource.
Oh, okay. All right. 19.
You are able to salvage a bounty of mostly a mixture of some valuable rare metals like gold and silver. You're able to kind of pry the masks that were like the etched masks that were like spewing these spells off of the thing's face. They are sadly not functional without like a terrifying amount of soul gems powering them. You're able to scoop out a handful of like partially charged soul gems and what have you. It's a heap of reagents that aren't like inherently useful, but you could use them for enchantment or let me pull up my rewards tab. Where did I put this? You're able to pull out about let's see. About 1,000 gold. 1,000 golders worth of like reagents and supplies for. You could trade them. You could
Okay.
use them to craft with. It's functionally money, but
All right.
Also,
Now-
is it possible to take some of these smaller crystals from the sides?
you can. They won't keep their power if you just chip them away from this place, though.
That's fine.
You can just collect samples, though, for fun.
Maker is going to collect some of these crystals.
Go ahead.
He's more interested in what the material is than in anything that they were doing during the fight.
Mm-hmm.
Any rolls?
No need for rolls. You can just like take 10 to tink tink tink. It's just like chipping stuff off.
She takes the ichor from her hands after digging all this stuff out, and just wipes it on the ground and stuff. Oh, prestidigitates it off of her.
All right. One last thing.
She takes out a piece of parchment from her stuff, writes "nice try" on it, and sticks it to the creature.
That will get a rise out of them for sure. Let's go.
How do I add stuff to this?
Ow.
If you want to take a
Ow.
moment to
Okay.
examine your god killer, Crom, we'll be waiting outside.
Ow.
Okay.
As the others move away, Crom, you hear a little, like a soft, like clatter of something against the stone. And as you turn back to look, the shaft of dark energy has actually vanished, and the hilt of this thing has just kind of fallen to the ground, looking completely inert.
Rom tilts his head and walks over to it. He reaches into his belt, takes out like a cloth, and grabs the hilt of it and examines it.
As you pick it up, as you like just touch it, even through the cloth, as you like feel the shape of the weapon, underhand, you hear a just this very distant murmur of. At first, you think it sounds like a voice, but you can't quite hear it properly. It's muffled.
But he reaches his hand. He brings his hand back, and then he grabs it fully and brings it up close to his face to examine. Does he still hear
He
the
does.
murmur?
Are you holding it through the cloth still?
Yeah.
Yeah, you hear the murmur. as you touch this thing.
He's going to hold it above his other hand, and then he's going to let it drop out of the cloth into his hand.
You. It's a frail, small voice from this thing. Sounds very tired. It's
Hello?
been a while since I had a wielder. Who are you? You're very loud.
Crom's eyes widen, and he is just he twists it around in his hand, looking at all sides of it. I am Crom Grim. Who are you?
The only name I was given is lulling and pretentious and overlong. I despise it. If you're going to call me something, call me Fang.
Then I will call you that, for you're more of a loose fang moment. He keeps twisting it around. What word?
I am a weapon and broken at the moment.
Well then, your luck. I
Can't hear you
be
very
a-
well. You're going to
You're
need
in
to
luck.
speak up.
You're in luck. I happen to be a smith.
Smith, warrior, reforge me, give me a body, and I will help you. Or I'll try.
I am not one to trust talking weapons as soon as I find them, but I am not going to look this gift horse in the mouth. Very well, I'll see what I can do. Let's see what you're made of. Eve gently wraps the hilt back in the cloth and puts it in his pack and follows suit with the others out of the chamber.
Not fair. How come Crom gets the rare pet drop?
Was that in character?
No, this year doesn't know.
I think we're outside by this point.
Yeah, you guys
Yeah.
are well up the tunnel at this point.
Yeah, this year's already taking out her like medical supplies and cutting into her skin again.
So what do you have to do to get your contract back up?
What?
What do you have to do to get your contract back up? Do we need to hang around a bit?
The concert? Just 1 day of repairs, of rebuilding, rather. And I guess a successful craft check.
So we kind of need to stick around.
Looks like
Uh,
it. We can just leave the crab here. It
You
wasn't
can drag it
doing
out of
anything.
the crypt, I imagine.
Yeah.
But
Just
Oh.
use. We just
Creepy noises.
repurpose the Cerberus.
I feel like sleeping here would be. Even I'm wary about doing that.
so you head back outside.
Probably trudge back to where we originally camped.
For all
That was about right.
that happened down here, it's barely noon when you emerge onto the surface. So you're greeted by bright skies and sunlight, smell of fresh air. And again, that feeling that this place, at least, is safe and peaceful. But that, I think, is where we will stop for the night. And
Okay.
as we stop here, you gain one more mythic rank. So you go up to rank 2.
Good.
You get Mythic Defiance and a mythic feat of your choice. There are a bunch in that document that you can peruse through that are available to you. For those hanging around in chat who might be curious, boop, boop, boop. Feel free to make use of these. This is obviously an in-progress system. This is completely homebrew, so this document is a living document. It is subject to updates and changes, and the mythic paths that are added over time will be entirely specific to this campaign, obviously, but anyone is welcome to use it as something or as a baseline for their own work if they want to. But with that, I think we can say thanks to everyone for playing, thanks to everyone in the audience for watching, and if you've enjoyed this game and are interested in participating, you can hire me. I run tabletop games professionally in a wide variety of systems and genres. Just check out the About tab on my channel for a rundown on how you can get in touch with me. I'd love to work with you to set up exactly the kind of game you and your group are looking for. Until next time, be kind where you can, brave where appropriate, and always try to act in solidarity with those less fortunate than yourselves. Good night, everybody.